Hey, this is Judgment Awaits, and this is part 12 of my Darksiders 2 walkthrough. In this episode, we are heading to the Tree of Life. Now, the Guardian, after we beat the corrupted Guardian, turned and got resurrected into a good one and kind of opened the pathway. So this is where you're going to end up if you go that way.
And so you have come, bearing your sin like a badge of honor. What do you seek, Pale Rider?
The return of mankind.
To a barren planet shorn of life. Oh, humans are weak and simple. They would not survive this resurrection, nor do they deserve it.
That is not ours to judge. I do this to spare war from the Council's punishment.
And what of the Nephilim? Would you save but one and not the rest?
The Nephilim are a threat to the balance.
If we had taken Eden, none of this would have happened. Yet you rode against us, slaughtered our flesh, then bound our souls in your amulet.
Who are you?
I think you know. Once, you called me brother.
Absalom.
I have forsaken that name. Now, I am corruption. The day you raised your scythe against us, I was born, and soon I will be all. The Tree of Life has fallen to my darkness, from withered root to fruitless limb, and even death himself will not escape it.
What defines a soul? Some call it the spark within that fights the darkness, that burns for life itself. But what of death, who became the Reaper on the day he slaughtered the Nephilim? He killed his brother, his comrades, and Absalom.
Death! Why do you slay your own?
The Nephilim have no claim to Eden.
There are realms for angels and demons. Why not for us?
Eden belongs to man.
It belongs to those who take it!
The eons have not answered the question. Was it worth it?
Brother.
That one moment. Begot corruption. And crowned him kinslayer. The bitter victory could not be undone.
Ah, the Pale Rider. Isn't it odd that so many have come here by your hand? And yet you so rarely visit the Dead Kingdom.
I had no plan to visit this wretched place. I sought the Tree of Life, I found it. Now I'm here.
The tree is no destination, my friend. Only a portal to other worlds. If the tree is what you seek, then you have arrived.
That I have been betrayed.
Not so hasty. The tree is wise beyond imagining. If it brought you here, then here is where you belong. Perhaps I can help.
I doubt it.
You would be wise to heed me. I have a merchant's skill to grant your deepest desire. Tell me, Rider, what do you seek?
I would redeem my brother, restore the balance.
Yes, I have heard the tale. Your brother rode, though no call was given, and mankind paid the price.
Guard your tongue, merchant.
I give no judgment, friend. Only pass on that which I have been told. You were right to seek the tree, but it is only the gateway. What you seek is the Well of Souls.
The Well of Souls can restore humanity.
And more. The well channels the dead into this kingdom from every world, above and below. It is also how souls are brought back into creation when they are ready to be reborn.
You still haven't said what you are.
The history of my people was burned to ash along with our world. Forgotten even by those who destroyed them. Now, only the smoke remains. We were not the first, nor will we be the last. It is the way of things.
The way of things is balance.
And what balances life? Nothingness. Or corruption. Eventually, it consumes us all.
So it would seem. None of this explains what you're doing here.
I am merely a humble merchant with a taste for the finer things. In life and in death. I am Ostagoth, and it would amuse me to offer you my wares.
Tree of life, tree of death, portals to other worlds. I know none of this. How is it I have remained so blind, or does your tongue only spit lies?
Much was kept from the Nephilim, and from the Fall.
Why?
Because power must be tempered with ignorance. If the Nephilim knew the true nature of the tree, all would have perished.
I forsook the Nephilim, became a warrior for the balance, even killed my own people. I protect these worlds, you and the tree, yet still I remain in the dark.
Forsaken, yes. Forgotten? No. The Nephilim live on in you. But what do I know? I am but a simple merchant.
What if I wish to return to the Forge Lands?
The Tree of Life has many portals, Rider. Some may help you retrace your path. Many portals are closed, but the ones to the Forge Lands remains open.
Pretend that I believe you. Where should my search begin?
You must scale the Serpent's Peak and summon the Eternal Throne. There the Lord of Bones slumbers. He will guide you to the well, or he will have your soul. Before you go, horseman, consider this. My people may be lost, but their relics yet remain. You may come across them in your travels. They are worthless to most, but valuable to me. Return them, and I will trade relic for coin.
Alright, so I don't know if you got that, but the Tree of Life is just like a gateway to other places. So you want to head on out over there, and you're going to go to Leviathan's Gorge, and I think I'm going to put up a map so that you can see. Ultimately, we want to get to the Eternal Throne and talk to the Lord of Bones, though. So this is kind of our path that we have to go on and everything like that. So like I said, though, we are just in Leviathan's Gorge. But once you get in there, you want to head up into this building, and we'll head through here. This is the breach and kind of is the passageway, so it's not too bad to get around. There's some wall climbs and things that you have to do to get over here, but as far as puzzles and everything, it's not too bad. But once you get around here, just kind of come on up over this way. If you jump on that platform right there and go up, there's some treasure chests, but jump down, come to this pressure plate, and then do the wall grab and get across there. You just got to go as fast as you can, which there isn't really any other way to go, but you'll just barely make it. Now there's a key that we need to find, so head on over here, And when you come into this area, you're going to be assaulted by a bunch of skeletons. The skeletons are kind of the minions of this land. Obviously, it's the land of the dead, so that's pretty obvious. So you're going to have to take these guys out. Now, if you're wondering why some of those skeletons were turning into chunks of ice, that's just my weapon. It has that ice or whatever kind of damage that it'll do every once in a while, so that's what was happening. After you clear this room, you just want to head on over this way, and you'll come to the first kind of puzzle area, and this one isn't too bad. Now, come over here on the side. Make sure this lever is out. Don't push it back in like I did. Make sure it's out. Then you'll just throw a couple of those shadow bombs on it. I put one on it and one to the right of it because I'm going to come on over in this area and shoot the one. And sometimes you can't see the one that's directly on it, so if you put one close to it, you'll get kind of like a chain reaction thing that happens. So shoot that. That actually raises the drawbridge over here and lowers the one back behind me, so that's why you had to do it this way. So over here though is where you are going to find the key that you need. Now I didn't show this, but when you go back, that drawbridge is lowered that you initially came across, so just kind of go straight ahead though, and there's a post that you can jump on. It's pretty easy to get around. But head back in this area and open up the door, and you're just going to head through here. Now, the next room that is a little bit different is this one, and it's just because that shadow bomb is back behind there. So it took me a little while to find that shadow bomb. So when you come into this room, just know to look behind that statue. Once you destroy the crystalline structures, then just head up the wall. You can get up on the left-hand side with this wall grab right here. Alright, let me down. Once you get up here, there's obviously some more wall grabs that you can go to. I don't think there's anything else right in this vicinity. But if you go up the wall grabs to my left right now, you can actually go up, and there's a treasure chest up there. Or you can go over, and I'm going to show you when you go over. So just go over here and go down. Remember, if you go up, there's a treasure chest. And you'll just go along this wall right here, not up. I have more trouble with that when I'm trying to go to the right and it just pushes me going up. But just head over here, and then the thing is, when you get so far, you press A to kind of jump, and then you have to use your death grip to grab onto that thing. So bounce off the wall, hit the death grip, and you're up there. And there's a treasure chest up here too. So not really a puzzle, but it's a little bit difficult to get that, but you won't have any problems with that. So after you do that, just head on down, and you'll just want to make your way out of this room to the place that you haven't gone before. Alright, out here is the maw, as you can see. And you want to make sure that you look around in this area. There's some stuff to find. But when you get done doing that, then just head across the bridge there to my left, or kind of to my right now. Don't forget that you have despair available, so break him out. But you just want to keep heading around. There's pretty much just one way to go, so you'll find yourself over in this area. Now in this cave, you're going to find Vulgrim over here. So I actually wanted to find him because I wanted to respec my stats and my skill tree. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do that. Remember, if you just talk to him, I think it's like 1,000 coins or 1,000 gilt, if that's how you pronounce it. And then you can respec all your skill points and everything like that.
I have new items.
Yeah, there it is. Respec right at the top. So you just hit that by it, and then you're going to be able to do that. And you also get some gamer score for doing that, so don't be afraid to try that out. After you buy that, then you just want to go back into your menus, go into your skill tree, and then just pick the ones that you want to do. Now, don't forget though, after you do this, to reset them up, you know, with the radial dial where you can assign them to certain buttons. You want to make sure that you pick your things up and do that. So now I only have 2 things right now because I didn't know exactly what to do. I didn't end up spending all my skill points, but I'm going to assign these 2 because I know I like to use these 2 things. After you get out of this cave though, you're going to head up to the Serpent's Peak, and this is going to be where you get onto the Eternal Throne, and you're going to talk to this guy and find out how you get to meet the Lord of the Bones, and it's pretty involved. But I'll show that in the next video, and I've got an awesome boss scene coming up after that next video. This guy is pretty cool. So hope you like this though. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'm just going to leave it with this cutscene though, but as always, take care and God bless.
You